The most important thing, Aden, that I really take from watching you today is that you're fine. I've got no worries about you whatsoever. If you can handle yourself like that, with a task like this, the longest portion in the entire year, in front of however many, couple of hundred people, whatever it is, you're fine. You're good. So now, so Bar Mitzvah, we've had a couple of challenges around this because the Bar Mitzvah is meant to be an initiation into manhood. And we've wondered about that, right? I mean, is it really, your great-grandfather, your great-great-grandfather, my great-grandfather, Zaid Abba, was married at 13 years old. So in that, 17, so maybe his grandfather. But at some point, people at 13 would go out to work, and they would work in the fields, and they would take a wife or a husband.
He washes the dishes at home.
He washes the dishes sometimes, occasionally.
If you've got a lifespan of 40, you can marry at age 30.
Okay, good point. So, but as an initiation into manhood now, there's actually a tribe I read about somewhere in Africa, and their initiation into manhood is you have to fight a lion with your bare hands. Well, no, you have a knife. You're given a knife to fight a lion. So I've actually prepared, after this little reception, we'll go out front and we'll see how you go. But really it's more of...
Avada Kedavra.
It's more of an end to childhood is really the thing, isn't it? It's a rite of passage from childhood into adolescence. And leaving behind your childhood. And what does that mean? You're taking on responsibility. Just in the last year, you've started to look after Aden and Sahara, yourself as well. But Ariel and Sahara, when I've gone out to teach yoga at night, and you've been excellent at that. There's been some issues, but you've been wonderful at that. And the way you've self-motivated at school, doing really, really well, getting excellent grades. And Ima and I never have to say anything to, have you done your homework? Are you studying? Nothing. You just do it entirely, with your own, of your own initiative.
I bet you that if the teachers gave us homework of playing popular video games, most of the kids in our class wouldn't need the question, have you done your homework either?
We'll bring it up.
It's not happening anytime soon, unfortunately.
The way you've coordinated social activities like
all this is not written. He hasn't got to the page yet. Just so you know.
Good, me? No, it's here. You organized a Quidditch match at school, which was very creative, and people loved it. And you've done some other things like that, going out to see the movie. You saw what was it? Harry Potter, the fantastic boy. Put a group of people together. Socially, academically. You're just doing so well, and I'm really proud of you. So it's also time to reflect on your childhood because you're leaving that behind. And so have you had a magical childhood?
The good riddance.
Good riddance? You had a wonderful childhood, thanks largely to your Ima who's done so much for you in your childhood. And I've been thinking about Bar Mitzvah and what it means because it's really, so John Dryden, a good friend of ours from Newcastle, who was going to make the trip on public transport today, just purely to visit, and he unfortunately couldn't make it. And he's dealing with some illness. But he's a very smart man, and he said that a Bar Mitzvah is an important marker in the consciousness of the Jewish people. And in the world of yoga, we talk about the chakra system, and this is very much a first chakra experience. The first chakra is all about your roots in the world. It's the foundation that gives you your platform from which you move out into the world, and it will serve you in good stead for the rest of your life. So if you look around you, this is your world, it's your community. People have traveled a long way. Your Saba and auntie and uncle from the United States, it's nearly 20 hours on an airplane. That's like an initiation into manhood by itself. Right? They've come a long way, and people have come. Got Alan from Perth, Robbie from Melbourne, some people even came from St. Ives. Unbelievable. And so you know more clearly today than you ever have your place in the world, and that you're not alone, and you've got all these people that love you and appreciate you, and whom you can call on if you need to. And this will empower you as you go into your adolescence and into your adulthood. I was thinking about also the people who couldn't make it. We mentioned that, we touched on that, but I know Safta Lee from America, she so wanted to come. Safta Noreen, Jay, Gav, my brothers in America, Uncle Selwyn, Auntie Jerry, all your East Coast cousins from New York and the surrounds, from Israel, Sabudi, Safta Bella, your Toda Zohar, Safta Sarah, Dodoron, Toda Esti, all the cousins and friends. So this is just a small piece of your world, right? And so when you were born, which seems like yesterday, it's quite amazing. At your Brit, I read from Khalil Gibran's book, The Prophet, about children. And I read it more as a guide to myself, as a new dad. And in it he says, your children are not your children. They come through you, but they belong not to you. And you may give them your love, but not your thoughts. For their thoughts dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you may not visit, not even in your dreams. And he's absolutely right. The world that you're moving into, your thoughts are from the future, which will outlive me. And then I have to reflect on whether or not I've lived according to Gibran's words. I've given you my love, but I've probably given you my thoughts too, right? Maybe sometimes you've been strong enough in your own self to know when to not accept my thoughts. I told you once, believe nothing, no matter who said it, even if I said it, unless it concurs with your own sense of reason, right?
I believe that the first time you said that to me, you said that was the Buddha. The second time you said that was anyone, but you know it wasn't the Buddha.
That's right. And that proves the point. So you've got a strong enough mind to think for yourself. I can't tell you what to think, I won't tell you what to think, but hopefully I can guide you as to how to think so that you can make up your own mind and make your way in the world. And I know Ima has been on that journey with me as well. I know you love Shakespeare. You know Shakespeare at 13, you know Shakespeare better than I did after studying him from HSC. And Shakespeare said, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day that thou canst not then be false to any man. And you are very true to yourself. And also realize, as I was thinking about what I would say, I've never seen you be mean to a single person. Ever. I've never seen you be cruel to anyone in all your life. You're a good-hearted guy. So, there's...
Really don't know.
Well, we can have a chat
And
later.
modest.
There's so much more I can say, but I'll just tell you a few words which you've probably never heard before. Aside from that, you must be what you want to be. Not only can you be what you want to be, you must be that. The world is full of opportunity. Anything is possible, and there's a solution to every problem, right? But you just got to find it. And usually that solution lies in how we think.
Definitely haven't heard of that.
Never heard of it.
Definitely not every day of my childhood.
You're still a child.
Not
No,
anymore.
not anymore. After today?
I still want to be a child.
So I'll leave you just with this, which you've heard before as well. May you be happy without reason. May you nurture your wellness always. Nurture your wellness. May you understand your fears and rise above them. And may everything that happens to you in your life make you stronger and wiser. I love you, my son. Zaltov.
Sounds